Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. Due to YouTube's changing quote-unquote community standards, I created a channel called Grumpy Old Fart over on Rumble, a free speech alternative to YouTube. You can see all of my stuff over there, including my political and social commentary, as well as my current events videos. The links to my YouTube and Rumble channels, as well as links to let you order my books, are in the description of this video. If you enjoy my content, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. I welcome your comments, even if you disagree with me. Now, on with the video. Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing a military blunders video on Operation Eagle Claw. My beautiful wife mentioned that I hadn't done a military blunder in a while, so I figured I'd jump in here and start on it. Do get one done. Operation Eagle Claw was a failed rescue attempt of Americans in Iran by Delta Force operatives, U.S. Rangers, and naval and air assets. A little bit of background here. On November 4th, 1979, Iranian revolutionaries seized the U.S. Embassy in Tehran, taking 53 occupants as hostages. Excuse me. Still fighting that cold, so bear with me. 6 months of negotiations came to naught, so President Jimmy Carter ordered Operation Eagle Claw to go in and rescue the hostages. And amen. It needed to be done. Eagle Claw was an overly elaborate plan. It had a number of stages. First, a Delta Force team would be flown in 3 C-130 transports to the remote Dasht-e-Karir Desert. It was codenamed Desert 1, roughly 310 miles southeast of Tehran. They would be accompanied by 3 C-130 tankers to refuel the 8 RH-53D helicopters off of the USS Nimitz, the carrier Nimitz. These 8 helicopters would take the team to a location 5 miles from Tehran. The next day, an agent would supply cars to take the team into Tehran to make the rescue. Meanwhile, U.S. Rangers would seize Mansouriya Airfield to the south. The Delta team would call the RH-53Ds to take them and the freed hostages to Mansouriya Airfield, where C-141 transports would land and fly them out. Now, that was the plan. Yeah, it got fouled up. The Delta team arrived at Desert 1, but encountered significant traffic on a nearby road, forcing them to detain 45 people and destroy a fuel tanker truck with an anti-tank rocket. Yeah. Then, 2 of the 8 Navy helicopters were forced to abort due to mechanical problems. The other 6 flew into huge dust storms, forcing 2 of them to land temporarily. One of the Navy helicopters crashed into a C-130 on the ground, killing 8 aviation crew. Chronically behind schedule, and with several aircraft down, the mission was aborted at Desert 1, so they never even made it close to Tehran. This failure was highly publicized. The rescue of the Iranian hostages was the failed attempt to rescue the hostages was all over the news. This failure was due to over-planning and a lack of ground intelligence and accurate weather reports. Whenever you're planning a military operation, these things are crucial. They're absolutely crucial. If you're planning on infiltrating somewhere, you have to know what's going on the ground. You have to know where you're landing. You have to know civilian traffic in the area. You have to know weather reports. You have to know military assets in the area. I mean, whenever one of these missions is really goes off the rails like this, you've got to look at the intelligence and planning beforehand. This was a very elaborate plan to begin with. There's an old adage, KISS, keep it simple, silly. Well, that's true. That is absolutely true. The simpler, the better.
Fewer moving parts means less can go wrong. With this, there was a lot of moving parts. The dust storms are the in my opinion, were the thing that really really threw them off the rails, because it's in the middle of the desert. You got to expect dust storms, especially this time of year. And it just threw them off the rails. There was nothing they could do. And a lot of people blame Delta Force or, the pilots or whatever, and it wasn't their fault. They were doing what they were ordered. It was the intelligent pre-planning. The intelligence and the pre-planning. That's what killed this. People laugh at military intelligence. They call it a contradiction in terms. And you try to set them straight. No. They do a valuable job. And then you look at something like this, and well, maybe they are. I don't know. At any rate, I hope this finds everybody well. You folks have a good day. God bless one and all.
Clarissa Lowe, a historian from the future. Delmore Kane, a Civil War veteran turned outlaw. This oddball pairing faces a conspiracy of epic proportions spanning the centuries. If you like action and adventure westerns with a splash of science fiction and fantasy, check out my book series Drifters and their ongoing adventures.